The other day, I was playing with somebody a cash flow game. The game required us have savings and then have our income. I separated my money, but the other person, they just kept it all together. So I was like, how come? I was like, you don't separate your money? They're like, no, I keep it all together. When you have everything together, you can't see the big picture. Imagine this being a house and these cans being your foundation. But now say you just have your money in that house and it's just all over the place. Like, how does your house stay together? You need to have some sort of structure. When I hear the word budget, it just makes me cringe. Like, I don't want to do it, right? Like, I don't want to have to put my money in specific categories. This is how much I make, and I got to put it in all these categories. And then when I look at all the expenses that I have nothing left over for myself. And that's why in this video, I'm going to tell you, stop budgeting and do this method instead. My name is Dean, the Wealth Coach, and welcome to Whiteboard Wednesdays, episode 3. So what is budgeting? Budgeting is a plan for spending your money. So you get paid and then you have categories. Like living expenses, you have food, personal, debt repayment, transportation. Those you would all allocate whatever it is that you make. You would say, all right, this is how much I'm using for each of these things, or this is how much I pay for all these bills based on how much I make. Now this concept, you're gonna love it. Why you're gonna love this concept is because you become the boss of your money, not your boss being the money of you. So this concept is called the I can commandments. This is where you're going to give your money a job. And that job, you're going to have 6 cans. These cans will literally change your life dramatically if you follow them to a T. So the first can that you're going to make, I'm going to draw cans for you. So like that. First can I'm going to make, so this is the first can, right? And what you're going to do every time you get paid, you're going to take 10% of what you make and you're going to donate. If you're religious, tithe or tithing. And I labeled this can, I can donate, it feels great. The reason why the first thing you're doing is giving away money is because you want to express your gratitude for the things that you have, being grateful. Also giving to something that's near and dear to your heart, whether it's your church or a donation to a cause that is near and dear to your heart. Imagine you being in a tough predicament and somebody doing something very thoughtful for you. That's why it's better to give than to receive. Another benefit to donating and tithing is it's a donation. So this becomes a tax write-off for you. At the end of the year, you'll receive a donation receipt that you can claim on your tax return to help reduce what you're paying in taxes. And this is from your gross income, not your after-tax income. If you make $3,500 for the week before they take off taxes, $350 needs to go in there, okay? So we'll just use your salary is $3,500. This is gross. So from that gross, you're gonna put $350 in here. The next can is gonna be I can break free financial glee. So this one here, this is can number 2. I can break free. And we're gonna put 10% in this can. So this can is gonna be your after-tax income. So let's say your after-tax income is $2,500. So $250 would go in this one. This is your long-term investment account. Any money you put in here, you can't touch it again. Like, it stays in there permanently. And the reason being is you're gonna use this money to buy investments, whether it's businesses, real estate, or stocks. This is what this is for. This is how you build your wealth. When you put money in there, it never comes out. However, when this money starts to make money for you, that is the money you can use. You take your money, let your money make you money, and then you can buy what I call dumb things with the money it makes for you. So now imagine having a machine that just keeps pumping out money, and that's like, okay, now I can go buy the clothes, the shoes, the cars, based on this accumulating more money for you. But the moment you take your hard-earned money and you buy the clothes, the shoes, the cars, whatever it may be, you don't have nothing more. So this becomes like an automated machine when you continuously pour more and more money into it. So you start small. Hey, I make enough to pay my light bill. I make enough to pay my phone bill. I'm making enough to pay my car bill. Whatever it may be, this is what you want to use that account for. The third one now is so this one's 10%. This is your learn account, or education, what you want to ever call it. You're gonna put $250 in there. This is your education personal development account. So whenever you want to buy a book, you want to go to a seminar, purchase a course, this is the account you're going to take it from. You want to make sure that you continuously learn, and learn some more. Life is a game. Life is a never-ending game, and you always got to be learning. If you're not learning, you're pretty much dying. Things change all the time, and you want to make sure that you stay up to date with things, or you enhance what it is that you learn. So because if I like to say, when you learn, you drop the L, and then what does that spell? Earn. So first you learn, then you earn. Also in this account, say you need to go on a trip for a seminar, whatever it may be, or you got to pay for like hotel stays or a dinner. This is the account you take it from. So you don't take it from, I'll show you later, the other account. It comes directly from this account. So this is called, I can learn, my future will earn. That's what this book is called. So the next bucket is called, I can acquire what I desire. This bucket, or this can, I keep calling them buckets. You can, buckets, cans, jars, whatever it is, interchangeable. But can just works with because can. Did you catch it? Okay, never mind. Whatever large purchases that you want to make, it goes into this can here. Vacation, new house, down payment on a new house, a new car, furniture, whatever it may be that's a large purchase, it goes into this account. And you're going to put 10%. So our fifth can is, I can delight day and night. Now, if you're making any Kid Cudi jokes, I've heard them all, so just go. Yeah, I know I look like Kid Cudi. Anywho, I can delight day and night. 10% is going to go into this account. This account is the special account. And I want whoever is a shopaholic to listen very carefully, okay? If you have a spending problem and you find yourself just spending everything before you even get your money, this account has your name written all over it. Whatever's in this account, you can use it as you see fit, but you got to spend everything in that month. So that's the trick to this account. So if you have $1,000 in here, you have to spend it all in 1 month. Imagine having $10,000 in this account. You have to spend all that money within that month. So if you're somebody that's already struggling to control how you spend your money, this account will help you tremendously. Because if you have your money all in the right spots and whatever's in this account, guess what? You can go do whatever you want. That account is designed to just give you a peace of mind and make you feel good about yourself, spending your hard-earned money. So whatever's in this account, that's for you to spend however you see fit. There you got $250. Now the last account. Because all this has to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So what are we allotting 50% to? I can pay my bills, no money chills. So this is your bills account. And let's see, how much money do we have left after this? So we have 2,500 minus 250 minus 250 minus 250 minus 250. We're left with $1,500. $1,500 to I can pay my bills, no money chills. The goal is to live off of 50% of your income that you make. Now you may be saying, how am I supposed to do that? Cost of living is crazy. I'm probably paying 70% of what I make towards my bills. Listen, that's fine. This is just a template, or what do you call? This is just a framework of what it should look like. You can change these numbers how you see fit, or whatever it is that you can do within your means. So if you can't do this, that's fine. But this is the ultimate goal that you want to get to. So let me go back to now this 50%. 50%, you're living off of 50% of how much you make. This takes a lot of discipline. But if you discipline yourself well enough, what you make becomes ridiculous after so much time. Why? Because look at it like this. Let's see, I can break free financially. This one here, and I learn, drop the L, now I'm earning. Your education, between those two alone. If you start, let's say this is your regular 9-to-5 job. You're probably at entry-level position. Your boss says, hey, if you go to school, get XYZ credits or a diploma, we can increase your salary. Guess what? Your salary goes up. Let's say it goes up $1,000. Each of these accounts go up $100. So now you have more money to spend amongst these accounts. Why? Because you had an education fund. You increased your skills. Maybe you have a job that you can take, or you have a skill that you can take and make more money from it. You learn a bit more about it, and it's like, hey, how can I make money off of this? Now, because you learned something, you're gonna earn more money, which now can increase all your expenses. Do you see where I'm going with this right now? The next thing is I can break free. If you're putting money into this account and now that money is making more money, guess what? That more money can now spill over into this account or can. So now you have more money to spend there as well. This is how you manage your money. If you do this, now your money's working with you instead of against you. You're telling your money, hey, you're a little soldier, go make me more money. You have this duty, go and do what you're supposed to do. So if you give your money a task, guess what? It's gonna follow as it's supposed to do and do what it's required to do. Imagine going to a furniture store, you just moved into a place and you want to furnish your house. Most people, what do they use? They do either monthly payments or they pay it on their credit card. Now imagine going to the store and having the money already in that account. Already having that in account. No interest payments, no monthly payments. You already have that money. Do you see the beauty of having this management system? This is something that I strongly recommend you adopt to do this. For those that are unable to do 50% of their bills, maybe 70%, 80%, start reviewing what it is you're paying on a monthly basis. Ask yourself, do I really need this? Can I downsize? Can I eliminate this bill altogether? Ask yourself these questions, or say, what can I do to bring in additional income so that I'm only using 50% of what I make so that I can put into these other cans? When you are able to do that, things just start to change for you. I couldn't believe how much money I was starting to see in my other accounts because I separated my money into accounts like this. The other day, I was playing with somebody a cash flow game. The game required us to have savings and then have our income. And with the income, I separated my money, but the other person, they just kept it all together. So I was like, how come? I was like, you don't separate your money? They're like, no, I keep it all together. When you have everything together, you can't see the big picture. Imagine this being a house and these cans being your foundation. But now say you just have your money in that house and it's just all over the place. Like, how does your house stay together? You need to have some sort of structure. And it kind of just said to me, you know what, you need to make this video on managing your money and putting them in accounts like this. Budgeting is fine, it's great, it's something good to start off on. But now when you want to take it to the next level, I recommend you do this. Manage your money. Give your money a job. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the subscribe button and I will see you on the next episode of Whiteboard Wednesdays.